Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimothy TV. In this video, I have a pretty cool one for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the HAVIT Hybrid Active Noise Cancelling headphones. This model is the H655BT, in case you're curious. Now, taking a look around the box, this does look very premium all the way around. It's a pretty lightweight box though. And down here, we've got hybrid ANC, multi-mic ENC, skin-friendly earmuffs, and on the side, it does say multi-mic noise cancelling system. I am definitely going to be testing out the noise cancelling on these headphones, but here's a bit of information in case you're curious. It looks like long playtime here, 76 hours, that's quite a lot. Ambient sound mode, gain mode, and it looks like a 35 decibel noise cancellation depth. So let's go ahead, crack it open with Senior Stabby here, and let's see what we've got inside. So slicing right through on the sides here. Of course, a big thank you and shout out to HAVIT for sending these headphones out free for review. Let's go ahead and slide this top right off. And here we are presented with the box. And let's see, how do we open this? Looks like it's from the top, just like so. I'll slide it right out. All right, guys, so far this unboxing experience is pretty dang good, especially for the price on these. Let's go ahead and pull out the accessories first. It looks like we've got a little cubby here for a USB-A to USB-C cable right there, as well as an aux cable, in case you're still into that. We also have a little user manual and a product warranty right here. And then here we have the headphones themselves. Now, it doesn't appear that there is any carrying case included, but I'm not sure how many people actually use those, so you can gauge whether you need that or not. Nothing else in this little plastic here, so we could set this off to the side. All right, so here we go. We've got the headphones. Let's go ahead and debag them here, and let's see what these are like. All right, there we go. Finally got all that plastic off. These already feel and look very premium. They're lightweight. I will say that they're a lot lighter than some of the other ones we've reviewed, but I think that will bode well for when it's on the head. I think it's going to feel a lot better and a lot cushier. This, as you can see, has so much squish to it. That's going to be pretty comfy. These look comfortable as well. And the inside of these ear cups is also padded lightly. So that is good to see. Now you can already tell these swivel like this, and these are actually not super loose, which I do like. So there's a little bit of resistance to them. So they're not just going to swing all over the place. Now taking a look around the side here, very nice beige color. We've got the little logo right here. Little outlet, probably a microphone right there, HAVIT branding, and then on the top, nothing else, just some matte textured plastic, HAVIT branding right here. And you got the aux cable spot right there. You got the USB-C, got a light. Looks like we've got volume up, down, power. We also have ANC mode right there. And this is probably another microphone for ANC. All right, so these look really cool. This is the right ear cup, by the way. So that's where all of the controls are going to be. You can see there's a little L right there. If I zoom in, right in there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's where it's at. I guess the next step here, I'm gonna pair it up with my iPhone and let's see how that goes. So I held the power button, I heard a little whooshing noise. Let's go ahead and see if they pop up on my phone. And there we go right there, HAVIT H655BT. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that and pair it up. All right, and as you can see down here, we are all paired up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start listening on Spotify here and we will see how these go. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, we are back. I went ahead, I tested all the different modes. There's active noise cancellation off, there is on, and then there's also ambient mode. Now, the good news here is I did not notice any song degradation between ANC mode on and off. On a lot of different headphones, I will notice that the sound quality from the music goes either up or down depending on if ANC is on or off. With these, I didn't notice much difference. Now, with that in mind, let's rate the ANC. It's either bad, good, or amazing. And this one is good. I'm gonna give it a middle of the road, decent ANC experience. It wasn't mind-blowing like some others, but that could be good in your situation. The reason being, there's other headphones that cancel out way more than this. But for some people, they make them nauseous or feel a little uncomfortable because it gets so quiet. And for those people, this is probably about perfect. If you're going on an airplane ride, you don't need amazing ANC. You just want enough to drown out the sound of the crying baby and the engines. And I think these will do that just fine. Now for the audio quality. So this is going to come down to preference. Every single headset that we review is a little bit different with the sound profile. These went for a much safer, more neutral overall EQ. Now, what does that mean? That means the bass is not as pronounced as some other headphones. A lot of music these days is bass heavy. I personally love a lot of bass. These do not have a ton of bass or a ton of extra volume that some other headphones might have. So keep that in mind. It's not really a good or a bad thing. It's just more of a preference thing. Me personally, I would rather it be a little louder and a little more bass. However, the highs and the mids on these sound really, really good, really crisp. So that means these headsets are fantastic for spoken word like podcasts or audiobooks, things like that, as well as other types of music. But for hip hop and rap, like that's bass heavy, it's not a bad experience. It's just not as good as some other headphones that we've reviewed on the channel for that specific type of music. But the clarity on these is great. I did have a little bit of distortion at the high end on volume max on certain songs that are like super bass heavy. There was a tiny bit of clipping, but overall the sound quality was really good on these. Now, let's talk about the looks, because I went ahead, I put these on, walked away from them to see how far I could get. I could get pretty far, and the Bluetooth was still connected. Now the looks, these look super premium on ear and on head. I will just say they look like a very, very expensive pair of headphones. This one is like a premium, kind of a beige color, but I do believe they have another color available. I think it's black. But regardless of which one you pick, they do look really good. This is a very subtle icon right here for their logo. There's not a ton of branding, just this right here. And I really like the looks of these. These might be my favorite looking headphones that we've reviewed in a while. They just look super nice. Next, let's talk about comfort, because that's where things can make or break a headphone headset. These headphones are very comfortable. This might be the first time that the ear cup was actually a little big. So these fit over my ear and then some. They actually went down a little further than most that we've reviewed. These are super soft and plush. You're probably not going to get much ear fatigue from pain from these. However, since they are more of a synthetic material, they do build up heat, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, for most items that you'd be using these for, I mean, just going around maybe to the library, listening to some audiobooks or something on a plane, it's gonna be just fine. So what do I think about these? Well, right now the price is just about right. I think there's some headphones that I review and I'm like, yeah, this price is a little high for what you're getting. I think for what you're getting here, it's a fair price, at least at the time of filming. So I'm gonna leave a link down below if you guys wanna check it out. Right now, it's about 42, 43 bucks on Shein. So you guys can check that out, see if it is a reasonable price for you. Now, if there were a couple things I would improve on, it's just the bass and the overall volume. I would like it a little bit higher, but again, that's just my preference. Everyone is a little different. As far as the objectives of this headset, I think it completes what it set out to do. It's comfortable, it's lightweight, it is sleek, it looks really good, and the sound quality is good for what it is. So check them out, guys. I'll have links to these down below if you want to check them out. If you like the video, hit the big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.